Hello, welcome to the Musician's Corner, brought to you by South Pasadena Music Center and Conservatory. This is lesson 2 of our basic guitar class, and it works for acoustic or electric guitar. And the name of this lesson I call the best or greatest finger exercise in the world. And the reason I call it that is that if you practice this exercise every day, it'll give you the finger strength and the finger independence to make everything else so much easier to learn. The chords, the melodies, if you want to play lead, all that stuff will be way easier if you have the strength, endurance, and independence in your fingers. And the greatest thing about this is that, even if this is the very first or second time you've picked up the guitar, you can do this exercise and start getting yourself stronger and ready to play the guitar. Okay, a couple basics first. In lesson number 1, we talked about holding the guitar. We put the waist over our right or left leg. Right hand holds the pick firmly like that. Left hand, proper position here, and we want the body parallel to our body, and we want the neck parallel to the floor or maybe tilted up a little bit. We also talked about the frets. These are the fret wires, but what we're going to talk about is the area just behind the frets, and that's what we really mean when we talk about frets with the guitar. Not the wire, but just behind. And so when you press your finger down, you really want to put it just behind the fret wire, not on it. So first fret, second fret, third fret, and fourth fret. First finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. It's always going to be like that with guitar. Index, middle, ring, and pinky is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to play all 6 strings. Now each of these 6 strings have a name. And the names are letter names. And the letter names are really just notes, musical notes. If you play another instrument, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, the E string on the guitar is actually the note E, and it's the same on the piano. Here's an E. Here are the names of the strings, the note names of the strings. E, A, D, G, B, and E. Now I had a student a couple years back who came up with a great mnemonic device to remember the names of the guitar strings. And she said, it was about a 12-year-old girl, and she came back to the next lesson and she said, hey, I thought of something. What do you think of this? Emily always digs graves before execution. Emily always digs graves before execution. E-A-D-G-B-E. All right, here's the finger exercise. First finger, first fret, which really means just behind the fret wire, of the low E string. And do a downstroke with your right hand pick. Second finger, second fret. Third finger, third fret, all on the same string. Fourth finger, fourth fret. Then we do the same thing on the next string, which is the A string. 3, 4. Next string, D string. Next string, G string. You don't have to play it fast, but you want to get a good sound, not a buzzy sound or a muted sound, from each one of these notes. And notice I'm trying to keep my fingers as close to the neck as possible. In the beginning, it's going to be hard. Your fingers are going to want to fly back or move around and stuff, and that's okay. Just be patient with yourself, but keep it in mind and try to bring those fingers in closer to the fretboard of the guitar. Okay, here's what the exercise sounds like from beginning to end. Notice I'm really not playing it that quickly. Even more slowly, that's great. You're getting the same benefit. But we're going evenly, and we're trying to get a nice musical sound out of each one of these notes. Practice that 10 times a day, 5 days a week, and you'll be amazed at how quickly everything else is going to come to you as we go through these guitar lessons. All right, see you in lesson 3.